Okay, you're being mean. Lori, you're being mean. I have been second to Joe my entire life.
Lori, you're
Lori,
being mean.
Lori, stop. You're being mean.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
We're talking all things ACOTAR.
Yeah. Do not listen if you want to read this book series and have not, because we're not keeping you in mind.
We're not, because we are getting into the details.
Hey, welcome back to the Dub Podcast
with your hosts, Naomi
and Sierra.
And we're so happy that you're back.
Yes. And we are going to dive straight in this time because we're going to be on top of things this time.
Oh, yeah.
No rambling. No more rambling. And we're just going to dive straight into our dumb moments of the week.
For sure.
What was your dumb moment of the week, Naomi?
Listen, I'm just going to put out there that it's been a long time since I've had to read this one specific word, that I started using the techniques that I was taught in the American school system, which was to sound it out before you make the word come to life.
So how did you say the word?
So, a guy slid into my DMs trying to say that I was the epitome of beauty, but it was almost midnight. I read it as epitome out loud as I was trying so hard.
Epitome. She said epitome.
Listen, it is hard. It is hard being a girl in the world. I swear.
Epitome.
I know it's epitome, okay? I just needed a second to sound it out.
But, how did you get epitome?
Well, you see it. It's E-P-I-T-O-M-E.
But, even if I sound spelled it, it would be epitome.
No, because I didn't put the T with the pit. I put epi and then tome together. That's how I got it.
That's so... Also, this all happened literally the day that she made her Instagram public. This random man just slid in straight away. There was no hesitation.
No, there was no hesitation. I had actually quite a few, but that one was the one that I read out loud.
You had multiple?
I did.
I get them every blue moon. I've gotten some that's sugar daddies.
Oh, I get a lot of sugar daddies. At least they know to stop because I don't respond.
Yeah, I delete it. I delete and block.
Yeah,
I'm I
delete, block, report.
This weird man on my social media. My dumb moment. Okay, this isn't. I don't know if this technically counts as a dumb moment, but I think it's duh. So one of the classes I'm taking is commercial and comedy for TV acting or camera acting. But the last class that I just had on Thursday, we were working on commercial stuff, commercial auditions, and he told us to come prepared with 2 stories to be able to talk about on the spot, or twist any question into revolving around that story that you have. That's all that we need to prepare. I show up to class. He says, I sent you guys an audition. We're like, what do you mean? He sent us an additional audition to the one that he had us prepare for. In this one, we read the audition instructions. And it said, come up with an interpretive dance for 1 minute to a chosen song that they will pick in the moment.
Oh.
And use one of the adjectives listed below. And then we had to do this 2 times. So technically it was 2 interpretive dances and 2 different adjectives.
Oh my god, please
But it was
tell
for
me
the
this is
same
on
song.
video.
It is, but I haven't seen it. And he hasn't put it on Dropbox yet. And so I had to do it. I picked, my first adjective for the first dance was aggressive. And the second one was sloppy. And the reason why I think this is a dumb moment.
Aggressive and sloppy.
Yeah, because I was thinking, oh, I want this, what adjectives make sense for it being bad? Because I know it's going to be bad, because I can't dance for the life of me. Fun fact, I have no rhythm. Absolutely none.
And I could second that.
It's really bad.
But it's okay, she tries.
Not in this. I was not trying. That's why I picked aggressive and sloppy, because I knew, I could get away with being bad with those. But anyways, the reason why this is, a duh moment is because they always say, commercial auditions are going to be the most weirdest auditions you ever done. And I've done a commercial audition, and it was weird.
What did they make you do?
This was, a long, long time ago. I think I was, in high school. I want to say it was, for a travel thing, or theme park or something. I don't even remember what it was for. But I went in, and they had, a few of us come in, and then we had to basically improv that we were going... Well, first, they had us, line up do slates, tell us a little bit about themselves, like what our biggest thing that we've done so far was. And then they had us improv as if we were in a car, and like two of them were older, so they were like my parents, and then I had another person that would have been like my sibling, and they were like, and then imagine you saw a bear out the window. And I was the one who had to spot the bear first. They were like, Sierra, you're going to spot the bear first. And so we did that about like 3 times. And each time they were like, yeah, heighten it. Like, you're scared of this bear. This bear isn't cute. Because at first I was like, oh, if I'm seeing a bear from the inside of my car, I'm safe. So I'm going to be like, aw, cute bear. Because I'm not worrying about it attacking me. I'm inside a car.
That's not even the first thought that would go through my head.
And then they kept saying, like, this is a bear. Like, be scared of it. But I'm like, I'm in a car. I'm in a car. The bear is not going to walk up to a moving car and be like, rawr.
You never know. But what was your dumb moment with this?
My dumb moment was like the idea of like commercial auditions. They're so strange because they're trying to like, I don't know, get the personality out of you and like see if you have like the brightness or the vibe for the audition or for the commercial. It really doesn't have anything to do with what the commercial is. They just need to know if you have like the ability to make people want to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
So they make you do strange things. And I'm like, I should have expected something like an interpretive dance. Like, why did I not think that like that was like he was going to make us do something that was like get us out of like our little box and out of our little like, he wanted to get us out of our comfort zone.
Yeah.
I don't know how I didn't think that that was going to happen at some point.
Oh, well, acting is about getting out of your comfort zone.
That's what I mean. But specifically for commercial, if we're working on commercial auditions, of course he's going to do something that's going to make us literally want to crawl in a hole and die.
Okay.
It was going to happen. Yeah. So that's the dumb moment. It's not the best dumb moment, but it's all I could think of.
But it's okay. Last week I didn't have a really good dumb moment.
Yeah. This is better than the one you had last week. Oh, I guess an update also on my dumb moment last week. If anybody's wondering what was happening with Bumble, I said in that video that it was probably going to last 1 to 2 weeks. It's lasted a week. I still have it on my phone. I haven't gone on it in a while, so it's probably going to get deleted soon. So once again, dumb moment. Like, why did I even bother downloading it again? Okay, well, that was our dumb moments.
It was.
And if you have any dumb moments, feel free, if you're on the YouTube app, to leave your dumb moments in the comments below, because we'd love to react to some of yours in the next episode if possible. If you're not watching on YouTube, you can also send us your dumb moments on Instagram through our DMs on X or Twitter.
And on TikTok.
Yeah, on TikTok.
But you can comment on any video.
Yeah.
And we will rake through those comments. As if
I feel like rack could have worked in that. Could have rack. No, it couldn't have.
No, that's why I changed.
I was trying to make it. I was trying to make it better, and then I was like, actually, no, you were right to correct yourself.
No. So, what are we talking about today?
I love this question. Well, we're talking about one of the best books both of us have read.
Should I go grab it?
Yeah, go grab it. Oh my God. What is that, Naomi? What do you have in your hand?
Guys, even though I can't hear Sierra or myself, I have ACOTAR in my hands. They are currently flipped inside because
she's tabbed them to infinity and beyond. To be fair, I think mine are also tabbed to infinity and beyond. I just don't have them right now.
But it's so good. So good.
It's such a delicious series. She just finished them. How long ago?
Like 2 weeks ago, right?
2 weeks ago? Oh, so it's going to be fresh in your mind.
It's fresh.
Because I read it beginning of 2022.
This is the first book.
ACOTAR.
Sarah,
we love you. If you want to send us arcs, we'd love that.
Please. And like, we would love to be a part of any process.
I haven't started reading Crescent City, and that's like if she comes out with another ACOTAR book, send us the arc, please. We really want it.
We really do. We really do. And we're like so down for any Anything.
Yeah,
Anything.
send us any of your words. Today on our episode, we are going to be talking all about ACOTAR. Everything that we can possibly think about. Anything, everything, and everything in between, if you will. There's so much to talk about.
You know, I didn't even know this series wasn't finished until I made it to the last book because none of my friends wanted to tell me that. I wouldn't.
To be fair, I also didn't know that it wasn't finished because for the most part, like, I feel like it is, but she said that, like, she might write more.
I feel like there could be more, though.
100%. They could do a book about Elaine. I don't really want another book about Nesta. I think A Court of Silver Flames did what it needed to do.
For Nesta?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think we could get a book for Elaine.
But I think we're going to get a book about the Valkyries.
Yeah.
Or the resurgence
maybe.
of them.
We haven't read Throne of Glass, so we also don't know much about that series, but I do know some things that happen. Yeah. So she finished this recently. I finished this series in 2022. So I'm just going to put it out there that we're going to be talking about this. My brain is a little bit fuzzy on some things. So have I forgotten some things? Probably. But you're here to refresh my memory.
So true. But to be fair, I read the first book like a year and a half ago, and I couldn't get into the second book. I couldn't pass.
Wait, but
the
the second
pages.
book is like my
the
favorite
best
one.
book, and I couldn't read past the first 2 pages because of his.
Because like the second one has all the. Okay, I understand.
I literally couldn't.
I understand for that, but like the second one's where all the like good romances.
The second one was good
because you get to Mr. Reese.
Ooh, Reese,
Mr. Reese, book boyfriend,
for real. Except I do like Az. He's kind of broody.
I, for one moment, really thought you were gonna be like, well, but I liked him.
Oh no!
Like, you just called him Tampon, but I was like,
no. I think Tamlin's misunderstood, and I just think
he's 100% gonna get a redemption arc. Like they even started like hinting at it in. Mm-hmm. I just can't remember if was in this or that. I feel like it was this one when he wished Feyre like the best. I think it's this one. Or like, I just want you to be happy or something. It was like a one-off line that was like, oh, okay, so he's gonna get a redemption arc. I know that there's a line, and I think it's in Wings and Ruin.
Funny because all the TikToks have that moment of when like Tamlin comes into the meeting and like Az is the one that's like, you do not talk to my high lady like that.
Well, I think know that there's one line that Tamlin says that's like, oh, so he's gonna get a redemption arc eventually.
Well, yeah, and also the fact like I think he's like I don't know, something has to happen with the Spring Court.
Yeah. This is so random because I don't, like, obviously I don't want Tamlin to get with Elaine, but I feel like Elaine just belongs in the Spring Court. And I know that technically, like, her mate is supposed to be Lucian. Is it Lucian? What is it? Is it Lucian or Lucian?
I don't know. I call him Lucian in my head.
We're going to say Lucian because Lucian is, like, so much work to say.
It's not so much work today. You're just inflecting one.
Lucian. I feel like it might be Lucian.
Do you think? Let's see.
Because Lucian doesn't sound as good. Lucian sounds better. You're looking up pronunciation right now for anybody who's screaming at us for saying it wrong. We're figuring it out.
Lucian.
Lucian.
So Lucian.
Oh, Lucian.
Lucian.
Lucian? Lucian.
Lucian?
I think it's Lucian. Oh, so it's a blurred...
SH?
Yeah, it's like a blurring of both of our... I swear there's a video of her saying all of their names, but I cannot find it. Lucian. It's Lucian. Okay. It's literally a blur of the 2 options that we had. Lucian.
Okay.
Anyways, technically Lucian is her mate and Lucian lives in the Spring Court for the most part. But I'm like, I feel like Elaine, for some reason, I'm like, she's so Spring to me.
I don't know.
Let's just get rid of Tampon as High Lord.
And have
boot him out.
Lucian be High Lord.
No, just give it to Elaine. Just give it directly to Elaine.
Oh, another High Lady.
Yeah. We need more of them.
We do.
We need more of them.
I'm all for the High Ladies. Go High Lady Feyre.
But yeah, for some reason, like, it's not gonna happen. I don't think Elaine's just gonna get a whole part of the universe. A full court. I don't think she's gonna get one.
No.
And there's no reason for her to
But I'm excited to see what her power is.
Yeah.
She's the last one.
I just need more about her. I know that everybody just kind of like, like, Elaine's meh. But I just think it's because we haven't gotten anything about her, really.
No, we haven't.
She just kind of keeps to herself, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I don't dislike her. It's just, again, like, I feel like I can't have an opinion about her because we don't really know
don't
her.
know anything about her.
Yeah. I will say, unpopular opinion, I did like her more than Nesta.
I think Nesta was really just, like, the product of, like, how she was raised.
Nesta just
Except
irked me.
I have some sympathy towards her. As much as I hated her whining, I understand the reason she did certain things.
Understand it more now that I've read A Court of Silver Flames, and I don't hate her as much as I did. Like, I don't hate her anymore, but I did find her so annoying throughout most of the series just because I just think she complained a lot. And she made herself the victim, and, like, she is a victim. Like, don't get me wrong. She is a victim, but she acted like she was the only one going through, like, when she got dunked in the cauldron, obviously that's going to be traumatic. I get it. You're going to need some time. But she acts like she was the only one. And I'm like, girly pop. Elaine's going through the same thing. But she pushes Elaine away. And I get it. It's the way that she copes. But sometimes the way that you cope doesn't mean that's an excuse.
Yeah. I think she
It's
felt
a reason.
she
but it's
did
not an
feel
excuse.
betrayed, though, when Elaine chose Feyre over her.
You see, I just don't even remember that, to be honest.
Oh. Well, that can lead us directly into our favorite moments and the least favorite moments.
I don't know if this is a favorite moment, but this is the moment that I always remember, and I feel like this is really kind of inappropriate. But this is not a favorite moment. Let me just clarify. It's just the first thing that I will always think of.
Favorite moment.
No, but I need to mention it because
Okay.
this, like, I think this is for everyone. Like, this is the scene that a lot of people think about, and that's in Mist and Fury, when Feyre and Reese first get together, and she literally glows.
It's her power.
But, like, I always, for some reason, that's, like, the most memorable because I'm like, God, must have been good.
Okay, and then what is your favorite moment?
I don't know. You go first. Oh, the cereal.
Oh, I freaking...
Is that how you say it?
The cereal?
Cereal. That's it. Cereal is a food. Cereal. Any moment with the cereal. When the cereal, like, outed Reese, basically, for being her mate, and she was like... But the cereal is just off the chain. I love him.
Okay, but he likes mixing the pot, and I literally
love
him. Like, I can't wait to see it adapted.
He's the, like, you know that one sound on TikTok that was like, am I the drama? That is the cereal. 100%. I think I've seen a video of that on, like, ACOTAR TikTok.
Jesus?
Is it me, Jesus? No. Is it me, Jesus? No. Is it me, Jesus? Is it me, Jesus?
Awesome.
Honestly, any scene. But, like, specifically the scene where he literally just outs, like, Reese keeping the fact that Feyre and him are mates. Like, the cereal just really, like, was like, you keeping that a secret? Guess I'm gonna share it. Because it's my job to tell everyone. And I love him for it.
Yeah, no, I love the cereal. Surreal. See, look, you have me saying it.
The cereal.
I love the cereal, but I think just because Silver Flames is the last one that I read, I like the point when Cass was watching Nesta dance with Eris.
Yeah.
And he literally couldn't have it. And allowed, like, 2 dances, and he was like, that's it.
This is, once again, another thing that I could not tell you anything
about. It's so cute. And, like, how the house is with Nesta and, like, everything. And then the fact that Cassian got her, like, a little music box of this music from the night court when they were dancing.
Yeah.
He went back and had them all play.
I think
it was so cute.
My little bit of downfall for Silver Flame, not a scene, but, like, the reason why I probably will not remember, like, anything from Silver Flame is I've read that Film Fest of 2022. So it put me in the most awful reading slump that I've ever, like, because, as I said, Nesta was not my character. I honestly did not want to read Silver Flames, but everybody I knew was like, you need to read Silver Flames because you're going to like Nesta better. Everybody was telling me I was going to like Nesta better than Feyre after reading Silver Flames, and I don't, that didn't happen.
I
do like her better.
With Feyre for a little bit.
In Silver Flames?
No, because she was pregnant and, like, she really was just a side
They
character.
really gave her the pregnancy trope. Awful pregnancy trope.
Horrible, like death-giving pregnancy.
Yeah, this baby better come in use
Also,
in these next few
what was
books.
so
Like,
cute
what
of
else?
Nesta was that she made sure her womb was okay for the fact when her Cass were to have kids.
I will applaud Nesta for having Feyre's back in all of Silver Flame. Like, finally.
Well, no, it took her, like, majority of the book in Silver Flame to have Feyre's back.
Yeah. But when that finally happened, I was like, thank God. Because that was one of the big things that I'm like, why? I can understand that you just don't get along as siblings. But, like, she, like, hated Feyre. And I'm like, girly pop.
It must have been
She
something
literally supported you for years as you sat on your booty.
I like Nesta.
I like her better now. She's still not a favorite character. Like, she's never gonna be my favorite Archeron. And also, that's kind of on the nose. Feyre's name is so on the nose. Becomes Faye. That's literally in her first name.
Oh.
She does archery, like, to provide for her family. So, Archeron. Her name is so on the nose.
I mean,
it's a great
smart.
name. I love the name Feyre, but it's so on the nose. Sarah J. Maas, we love you. But
no, good job. I applaud you. I applaud you because guess what? Nobody is going to figure that out until you read it.
I figured it out pretty quick.
Okay, well, I didn't.
Was there one of the old book covers? Did it have like Feyre with a bow and arrow?
Oh, I don't know. I do have the newer versions. Also, look how tiny this first one is that they get you and they lure you in with.
Because that's YA. It's YA and then it all becomes adult.
Yeah. This one took me like 2 months to read though. Because it was YA.
She never does have a bow and arrow in her hand in the old covers, so I was wrong on that. She does have a sword, I think, in one of them.
Oh, the imagery in here, amazing though.
I just remember reading those, like, again, oh my god, I'm just bringing up all the inappropriate parts, but I remember reading the, like, spicy scenes in that and being like, ooh, risky, and then I got into those books and I was like, and also, compared to some of the other fantasy books, these are kind of nothing. Fantasy, God.
I just got into fantasy books, so I'm in
fantasy
for
books.
It. I'm in for it.
They got some spicy scenes in them. That one, I honestly skipped some stuff because I was like, it was every other page. I was like, I don't know if I get the gist. I get the gist that they're like bunnies. I get it.
They were bunnies. And what literally irks me is that they couldn't just say that they were mates at the beginning of the book because it was so painfully obvious.
Oh, yeah. I think, did they not say it in, like, in one of those when she, like, first turned?
No. The only one that was said that there was a mate was Elaine. Oh. Lucian was like, she is my mate.
I guess I just assumed and I thought it was like facts.
Mm-mm.
Oh. Well,
unless I'm not remembering it correctly, but Lucian is the only one that goes, she is my mate, and point.
Yeah, I knew that, but like for some reason I thought like Cassian would have said something.
But during the battle with Hybern, like Nesta was the one that cried out for him. Maybe
that's what, like, I thought that was, like, solidifying, like, they are mates. Maybe that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Well, it was really obvious. Yeah. But it was, I guess, funny to see them, like, come together. I did, like, the recent Feyre mate line better.
Oh, yeah.
I just love Rhys, though, so...
They had more of the actual romance. Cassian and Nesta... kind of just
rah.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't really have I guess they had a build-up per se. Like they did have a build-up, but it wasn't like romancing build-up.
No, I like romance.
It was like I hate your guts.
Supposed to be enemies to lovers.
Yeah, enemy. But I kind of want to jump your bones.
Kind of.
They did many times. Oh god. Holy water. I think before you started that, I was like, you need holy water before you read that book.
And I did.
Like, you needed to bathe in holy water as you read that book. And after. Cleanse the atmosphere with sage. Do all of it. I'm so sorry for all our listeners. Do you have any least favorite moments?
To be honest, in Silver Flame, whenever Lucian was there, Honestly, I was like, ugh, Elaine doesn't want you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Just get out of here, sir.
Like, please
Take
stop
a
making
hint.
her uncomfortable.
Take a hint. Yeah, he was annoying. But honestly, like, I kind of feel bad for him in some ways.
I feel bad because he needs a whole, like, story background.
Yeah. Like, he's got a lot going on. Literally, like, kind of everyone, I feel like, just kind of meh, like, brushes him off. His family.
Well, I loved
his dad
him.
hates
I loved him
which
in
makes
here.
sense
I loved
because it's
him
not his
here.
dad, but
It was really just the last book that I'm like, Elaine doesn't like you, honey.
take a hint.
But I also wouldn't personally know how it feels to have someone, like, refuse your mating bond, because we don't have mating bonds.
Yeah. And I also wonder, like, if there's, like, an actual, like, physical pull that's, like...
Yeah.
Like... like, what is that one line that Conrad says? It, like, hurts for me not to tell her I love her. Or, like... I wonder if, like, maybe, like, the soulmate bond makes it kind of hurt that you can't be with them.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Though, like, Reese and Faye were kind of... Well, they were together 99% of the time.
And they made a bargain that if one dies, the other goes with. Always.
Yeah. They committed. Which caused a lot of problems towards the end of Silver Flame. When everybody found out, like, the whole inner circle was like you, Reese,
dumb.
You're so dumb. Like, why would you do that?
But they still had that bargain. They didn't break it.
Yeah, it worked out fine. Thank God for Nesta.
Mm-hmm. But she's giving back the cauldron its power.
I don't remember anything. Apparently.
I'm pretty sure she's like, I'll give it all back. I'll give you back what I took. Yeah. I give it back. I give it back. I give it back.
You found that so quick?
Because it was it's literally the last, like, 5 pages of the book. I give it back, Nessa said one more time, and the mask and the crown tumbled from her head. The light exploded, blinding and warm, a wind sweeping past them, as if gathering every shard of itself out of the room.
Oh my god, you know what scene I did not like from this book? When Nesta peed herself. I think it was for the mask, whenever she was in the lake.
Peed herself?
Yeah, there's, like, a part where, like, it literally describes her peeing herself because she was, like, scared. And I'm just like, why did we need it? Like, like, why did we need to know? I don't know. I also just feel like that just makes her seem less cool.
I don't remember it, so maybe it just wasn't important in my head.
At least I'm pretty sure that happens, because I remember, like, reading it being like...
I know what you're talking about when she was in I forget what, the trove?
Yeah, she was looking for one of, like...
The trove items.
Yeah.
The mask.
I think it was the mask that was in the lake. But something happened, and it, like, scared her so bad that, like, she peed herself. And I'm just like, I get it. When you're scared, you're gonna pee yourself. I get it. But I don't know. I feel like in a fantasy book, we can kind of glaze over that. Like, we never talk about when people use the bathroom or sneeze or cough. So, like, can we just, like...
No. Except there's a lot of vomiting in the second book.
At the beginning.
That's why I literally couldn't get through it.
As an emetophobe, I was fine.
And I wasn't, because I was picturing it. And I was like...
Oh my god. Tamlin? The fact that he literally would wake up
and hear her
and literally do nothing, just would fall back asleep. I'm like,
and it's the fact that Reese knew that he couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I'm just like, Feyre, darling, maybe you don't have the right man if he can't even get out of bed to hold your hair.
And she didn't.
Yeah, I think that was a red flag. Like, I'm like, I hope to God. Okay, to be fair though, like, if my partner had long hair, I would not hold their hair back because I am a emetophobe. But I would hope that if I was getting sick, that my partner would hold my hair back. Or at least be awake. To be like, hey, Sierra, are you okay? Are you doing okay? Do I need to get you anything?
Yeah.
Because I would be in the presence. I wouldn't be that close, personally.
I can't be in the presence of someone throwing up, because I'll start throwing up.
I don't like the sound of it. That's my big thing. I don't like the sound of people
gagging.
Yeah. I was like, do we say that? It's kind of gross.
I mean, that is what's happening, though.
Yeah, but like...
Ew, literally talking about it.
Anyways, we'll move on, because who knows who's listening.
Yeah, that's true.
So sorry.
Yeah, my
bad.
That
was a gross topic to get on. But anyways, but yeah.
What was your least favorite moment?
I don't know if I have like a least favorite moment. There's like things that I don't
Would it be
love.
her peeing herself?
It's not like it's a bad like moment. Like, I understand it. I'm like, I don't think she would have been more bad if we hadn't included it.
I mean, but she is pretty bad.
anyways, but like she's a bad anyways. Like
no
matter what. That's what I meant.
I was not getting that.
But she's just not for me. She's just frankly not my character.
Maybe because
fine.
you could see yourself as Feyre.
Oh yeah. Which what does this lead into?
Oh, I don't know. Does it lead into our fan cast?
Yeah. So I basically compiled a big long list of fan casts that I found on TikTok. Some I added myself. Not many, to be honest. But I thought it might be fun to like discuss our thoughts on some of these fan casts.
Yes.
Because some of them I don't know if I agree with. And that's completely fine. But you have no idea what some of these are. You better not be flicking through them.
I find it quite offensive that you don't think I know some of these people.
Well, some of them I know you don't know, to be fair. And then I ended up just doing like all of the main ones that I pulled up. But anyways, I made her a little PowerPoint so then she can see the faces of these people, just in case Naomi doesn't know who some of them are.
And for those watching on YouTube, your lovely editor.
Yeah, we'll include photos.
We'll have photos.
So, yeah, so then you don't have to research. I also put their age by their name.
Oh, that's smart.
Because I think that does influence some of my opinions.
Well, yeah, because these characters will have to be able to work for quite a while.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, starting with Feyre. The first person that I saw come up on a lot of people's TikTok fan cast, and I feel like I'm going to say her name wrong, but I think it's Alicia Debnam Carey. She plays Alexa on The 100, which Naomi hasn't watched.
No,
but we did talk about it. We did talk about it on the last episode because I want her to watch it. But she played Lexa on this. I know that she's played other characters and other things, but I know her as Lexa. She's 30.
Mm-hmm. That might be a little bit out of the age range.
I actually do agree that I think she could play a great Feyre, and she does still look young for her age, but I just feel like...
But she does need to be a teenager at the beginning.
Yeah, because Feyre is at 19 at the beginning. She turns 20 later on.
She does turn 20. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, she needs to be a teenager. Or look like a teenager.
My personal opinion is Feyre should be somewhere like early 20s. But I feel like Feyre should be like early 20s, 25 max.
Mm-hmm.
But like there could be wiggle room if they look really, really young for their age.
Right.
But that's the only reason why I don't think I could see Alicia, or however you say her name, to be Feyre. But I get it. I get it. And I think acting-wise, she could definitely play the character. I think she has the range for it.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyways, do you have anything to add before we move on to the next one?
No, I do think she might be a little bit out of the age range. And mind you, she's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous.
I think she could possibly play Nesta.
She could.
And I don't think she'd be too... Like, obviously Nesta isn't 30, I don't think. I think she's, like, later 20s.
Yeah, early 20s, though. Because they're all around the same age.
Are they? They say that Elaine was probably 20 or 21 in the first book.
Okay.
And that Nesta's 3 years older than Feyre, so she would probably be 22.
Okay. So, yeah, she's in her early mid-20s.
Okay. I do have some people that are quite a bit older as options for Nesta, because I don't know why. I visualize her a lot older than Feyre.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they could do that, because I feel like at least she acts like she's lived a lot more life than Feyre. So,
fair.
If they wanted to play into that look-wise, they should probably cast someone older, but though I feel like I'm going to contradict myself in a little bit, but we're not there yet. But yeah, I feel like she could possibly play Nesta. I think she could pull it off. Anyways, next one.
Next.
Do you know who this is?
No.
Danielle Rose Russell was in the show Legacies as the main character.
You know what? I've seen clips of her on TikTok.
Yeah, she was also in the movie Wonder as like the best friend.
Mm-hmm. I know what you're talking about.
I see this one all the time. And I actually think she could be a possibility.
But also in my head, I don't know what I picture.
She's not what I
Feyre.
Pictured in my head. But I wouldn't be angry at it.
I wouldn't be mad, but like I don't see her as Feyre.
Mm-hmm. She's 24.
Which is better age range.
Yeah. I think that fits in the age range.
She could definitely look 19.
Mm-hmm. I actually think she has similarities to
Alicia?
like in the eyes for some reason. I don't know. At least the pictures that I picked.
Yeah.
Which if you're watching on YouTube, you'll see some of them. But I feel like, yeah, as I said, I wouldn't be mad if Danielle Rose Russell was cast.
No.
I think she could do it well.
Mm-hmm.
I think she has the range to do it. I haven't seen her in anything lately, which I would love to see her in something.
But
soon.
I also don't think ACOTAR is going to be anytime soon.
Yeah. Yeah, which we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
But anyways, moving on. Catherine Langford. I also saw that all the time on TikTok.
I see. I love her as an actress.
I love her as an actress. I don't think she's Feyre.
No.
I don't see her as Feyre at all.
Mm-mm.
I don't really necessarily know why. She's just not at all what I envisioned.
No.
I think her blonde, I can see it more, which is why I included in
a
our
blonde photo.
Yeah, in our PowerPoint, there's a photo of her blonde because I do think as a blonde, she does look a little bit more like Feyre, but I still don't think she'd be my first pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the next one is her sister, Josephine Langford, which I also saw a lot on TikTok. There's a lot of Feyre actresses that I pulled up because there's so many options on TikTok. Like nobody had the same picks. Whereas like the rest of them, they all
look
look
like siblings.
Yeah, they do.
Is it me?
I think they look like siblings. Like I think they look really alike.
Oh, I see it in the one photo.
Yeah. But Josephine Langford is known for the After movies. She was also in The Other Zoe.
She was in The Other Zoe, and she's like...
Yeah, I haven't watched it. Yeah.
That's on the
I need to. I need to watch it.
It's so good.
I think she's 26. So I think that's not too bad.
No. She does... Even though Catherine could give off teenager, I feel like Josephine can pull it off.
A little bit more. Well, she's younger than Catherine.
A year younger.
Are they only a year apart?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, because I did write down the ages, didn't I? I didn't think about it.
They're only... I can see her as Feyre.
I definitely see her more as Feyre than Catherine.
Me too.
And I wouldn't be angry if she was cast as Feyre.
How tall is she?
I don't know. No idea. Got no clue. But...
Does she look like she can kill people? Or hunt?
I think the makeup crew could make it work. And I think I've never seen her in a role like Feyre, so I have no idea if she has like the acting capabilities to do that because she's been in like more the romance genre from everything that I've seen. Like she may have been in something else that's more similar to it, but I haven't seen it. So I can't really visualize acting wise her playing Feyre, but like visually I can see it. Like as appearance wise, I think I can see it. But I don't know. Moving on. Talia Ryder. I saw this once. And I didn't know how to feel. She's only 21. She's like perfect age range. I think if her hair was lighter, because I imagine Feyre not brunette.
No.
I don't know if I imagine her like blonde, but maybe like my natural hair color.
Because
but like
Sierra
a
wants
light,
to play Feyre.
like a mousy brown or like a golden brown. Or,
I did
or like
see...
a dirty blonde. I don't think I see blonde, and I don't think I see brunette.
No,
so I wonder
but
if
like an in between.
Yeah, I wonder if like Talia Ryder had like blonder hair, if I could see her a little bit more. But I think she could play the angstiness of Feyre. I think 100% she could play the angst. Do you know what she's from?
No.
She was in Do Revenge.
Wait, yes,
Yeah.
then yes.
She was in Hello, Goodbye, and Everything in Between.
Okay.
With Jordan Fisher. She was in the Deja Vu music video with Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah. Yeah. She can.
I think I could see her pull it off acting wise. I think just like maybe lighten her hair. But to be honest, like hair color doesn't really matter that much.
No, especially
we'll get
because
used to it.
If we move to the next page, I don't see Feyre's hair color like this.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, I put myself down, guys, because Feyre's like a dream role of mine. Yeah, there's not much else to say. Just thought I'd include myself.
I mean,
so
I don't know
says
if you've ever seen Sierra run, but it is a treat to the bare eye.
Okay, you seeing me run isn't like purposefully. Like, I'm not running for my life. I'm running across the road so that I don't get hit by a car in the middle of the night when I'm wearing all black. I'm trying to be safe. I'm not running for my life, though.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. I was goofily running.
Whatever.
Shut up. Anyways.
I think Sierra would be able to kill this role, though.
Thanks.
Like, seriously?
Everybody says that I should play Gwen, though. But I think that's because I have red hair.
Oh, yeah.
I have red hair currently. It's not
But
not
if you
natural,
had, like,
guys.
your blondie hair, it would be good.
Yeah. I think if I still had my natural hair.
Oh, yeah.
It would. I think people would see me more, like, if I was to say someone that I want to play favorite, I think they'd be more accepting of it. But I think because my hair's red, they're like, no, you should play Gwen. I'm like, I love Gwen, and I'd love to play her. I'd love to play any of the characters. Like, if I had the opportunity...
I'll dye my hair red if I can.
But Az might go to Elaine.
He's not. Then I'll play Elaine. I'll put the dodo eyes on.
Dodo eyes? What do you mean by that? But
the nothing there look.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I guess that pulls us into the next category, though.
Oh,
Elaine.
we're talking about Elaine.
All of our Elaine options. There's only two.
Okay.
And one of them, the first one, I actually think could play Feyre too.
Oh.
I think I could see her as Feyre. It's Jessica Alexander. The only reason I know her... Actually, I've seen her in a bunch of things. Like, unknowingly to myself. Like, when I was searching her up and, like, what she's done... I'm like, oh my god, I've seen that movie. She was in one of the Little Mermaid, like, live-action adaptations. I think it was one that I personally did not like, but I did watch it. But she's going to be in the new adaptation of the book series Fallen, which you haven't read, but I have. And I loved the first movie adaptation that failed miserably, but I love it. I know I've talked to you about it because it's one of those movies that I consider kind of like good trash because I will eat it up every time I watch it. Every time I watch the Fallen movie that's out, and it has what's his name? Jeremy Irvine. He's also in the second Mamma Mia. But that movie I will eat up every single time that I watch it. It's not great. I can understand how it failed. But I love it. I love it so much. But they're remaking it, and she's playing the main character in it. It hasn't come out yet. I have no idea when it's coming out. But I think for that fact, she's obviously knows the fantasy world because Fallen is fantasy. It's not the same type of fantasy, but no. But I think she could play Feyre. But I also think she has this very, like, she's very pretty. And she's kind of like a elegant pretty. So I think she could play Elaine.
I could see it.
I could see it.
I can.
Because I see, like, because Elaine's always described as, like, the most beautiful person.
Right. Which is why I think the next one really is Elaine.
Yeah, the next one is my Elaine in my head.
Yeah, this is...
And that's Christine Forsyth?
I think so.
Forsyth?
Absolutely stunning.
Or is it Froseth? Did I spell it right? I think it's Froseth. I think I just spelled it wrong on the PowerPoint. It is Froseth. Okay, yeah.
You didn't put her age.
I did not put her age. She is 28, which
Whoa.
did not expect.
Really?
I just remembered that. I wrote that down. I'm fact-checking that because no way. Why did I not, like, bat an eye earlier when I was writing this? But yeah. Google says she's 28.
She's American Norwegian. That makes sense.
You didn't know that she was Norwegian?
Well,
her last name typically in the credits has, like, the O, and her last name has the like, cross on it, which is how I knew that she was Norwegian. But yeah, she's Elaine.
Beautiful.
She's
literally
Elaine.
Stunning.
I think I would actually be disappointed if anybody else besides her got cast as Elaine. Though, with all this being said, I do want to say that I want newbies. Like, I would love a new cast.
I want nobodies.
Yeah, I want people that like, which is why I think I'm a great option. Sarah Mass, hit me up. But they did go for some notable actors. I think they should do Christine as Elaine.
Yes, or maybe cast Amarantha as a notable actor.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I do have one fan cast for Amarantha if we get to it.
And for the dad of the girls.
Yeah. But he's not in it much.
Which is why you just want to attach that
I think they
talent.
should do like a good mix, but for the most part, the people that are in it a lot, I feel like should be newbies.
Yep.
But if
I
they
think give people that opportunity.
Christine Froseth is literally perfect for Elaine.
If
they
you've
were
seen
to
her in
go
the Buccaneers, like
100%.
Oh yeah,
I love her. She's amazing. Also, her in The Society. The Society is a great show that should have never been canceled, and I just want to promote it because I'm still salty that it was canceled. I still think about it every single day, to be honest. Anyways, moving on to Nesta's. There's only 2 options for Nesta too.
Emma Mackey.
I saw Emma Mackey a lot.
Okay.
A lot.
Do we see Nesta with brown eyes?
I don't know, but I feel like she could. Because I feel like, I don't know.
Because I'll play Nesta. I'll play Nesta.
You think you could pull off that?
Yeah. What?
Like how you like hyped me up, and I'm like, you sure about that?
I think I could.
You could.
I could.
If you claim to be an actor. Yeah.
Today's the day that Sierra is trying to make me say it to the universe.
Yeah. Anyways, but Emma Mackey.
Awesome.
I honestly could see her. At first, I was like, I'm not sure. Like, when I was writing it down, and like, I wasn't sure when I was first putting this together if I could see Emma Mackey as Nesta, but I feel like it's grown on me. I feel like I could see it. And I feel like she's sort of in the age range of like what I'd look for when casting Nesta if I were the one casting.
Yeah.
Because I feel like to broaden the casting process, I would do like Feyre early 20s, Elaine mid 20s, and Nesta late 20s. Because I feel like we need to like make sure that they look distinctive in who's the oldest, who's the middle child, who's the youngest. Especially for Feyre. Feyre needs to look like the youngest sibling.
Yeah.
Because that's such like a part of like the first book that she's like the youngest sibling providing for the whole family.
Yeah.
I think they really need to push that like she's young.
She's baby.
And
I think Emma Mackey would be a good
I think Emma
pick.
Mackey would be good.
But she doesn't even look old.
No, but like I think she looks old enough to play
Because
Nesta.
she was just in Sex Education.
Yeah. And I think she looks old enough to make sure that it's clear that she's the oldest sibling.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I like her.
Me too.
I like it.
Oh, the next one, Phoebe.
Yeah.
Phoebe Tonkin.
She's a little bit older
She is.
than the age range that I had imagined. But this one was big too on TikTok. I did see this a lot on TikTok for Nesta. Phoebe Tonkin.
I don't know.
If you don't know who she is, she's an H2O. She was in the originals too.
Yeah.
I feel like her with the short hair. So I have a picture in the center. She has like a bob cut. She looks like Nesta in that. I think that picture really looks like Nesta, but I think she's a little bit older than what I'd personally cast Nesta as. But what are you looking at? Did you skip ahead? Oh my god. I guess we're moving on to
No.
Rhysand.
I think Phoebe would be a great option, but I think it's not
I
giving
wouldn't
the
be mad
role-
if she was cast.
No, but it's not giving the role to anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, she's done so many things. And I love every single one of them.
Yeah.
Clear!
Nora.
Emma! Riki!
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if she was cast. It's just not something I would personally pick.
No. But
So-
she's awesome and she looks great.
Now, we have the really hard to cast Rhysand.
It's not this first one that I'm laughing at, by the way.
Oh my god, I knew that you were gonna laugh at the second one. Okay, the first one that we have is the one that I saw the most. This is, I think, the most popular fan cast for Rhysand. But keep in mind, everybody I think in the ACOTAR community knows that like Rhysand is impossible to cast. Like
He
there
has
is
to
not
be a handsome
there
man.
is not a man on this earth that fits
built
him.
for Rhysand.
Yeah. Which is why I'm like, I think it could be a great opportunity to find a nobody. like someone that we don't know is walking the earth right now.
Honestly.
Let's bring him on screen. But I don't know if I'm gonna say his last name right. Richard Dees?
Is it Dice or Dees?
I don't know. But I think he's a model and actor.
Mm-hmm.
But when I searched him up, he had only been in one project, and I think it was a French project. So I actually, like, of process of elimination, I don't think he's very realistic as a casting, because I don't know if he actually really acts that much. I think facial wise, he could possibly pull it off.
I mean, yeah, that last one, he's looking.
Okay,
he's looking.
The one though, is it the black and white one that's on the side?
Yeah,
that's him like way younger.
Oh well, then you need to find that.
Yes,
No,
that's why I included it. So it's
because
okay.
he looks.
If you were on, okay, let me just give you a fun fact, a deep dive. If you were on Wattpad in the early 2013s, like if you were like on 2013, that man, this picture of this man that we're talking about, it's this black and white photo of like, he's like smoldering and one eyebrow's up. He was on every Wattpad stories cast list.
Was he really?
For the main character. Like, I swear to God, I saw this photo all the time. That when I was researching this, I'm like, no way. No way is this the dude. Because it was this dude, and then there was like a girl that's in Fear Street that was used for everything. I don't remember her name, but they were always used as the main two characters. Like, because back then on Wattpad, you literally could write like a cast list. There was a section to put a cast list in your like story info.
Really?
Yeah. And this man was in it for so many. And so was the one girl that I cannot think of her name, but she's in Fear Street. She plays Sadie Sink's like older sister. Both of them. There's like one specific photo that was always used.
I mean, but if he had to play, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad.
I will say, I think this brings up the conversation that we've had multiple times of like Rhysand's age, like the age of the actor, because it's very controversial. A lot of
He's
people,
not supposed to look like an old man, and that is a fact.
A lot of people want guys that are in their 30s, maybe even late 30s, is what I've been hearing on TikTok a lot, which I highly disagree.
Me too.
Not necessarily, I understand that like he needs to look like he's lived life, because he's very, very old.
Makeup can
he's
do that.
very, very old in the books. He's lived
Favour
so many
says
lives.
that he's the most handsome man she's ever seen.
And I think that like the whole point was like he doesn't look like they age slowly. So like he's not gonna look that old. Yeah. But from a logistic point of casting, you need to keep in mind Feyre is 19. So they're gonna cast an actress that looks quite young. I hope early 20s.
Yeah. I hope they don't cast a teenager.
I don't want them casting an early 20s actress that needs to romantically act with someone that's late 30s.
Yeah, no.
I personally, I wouldn't want to do it because it could be awkward. I don't know. Some people like it's professional,
now.
but
he's 33.
This isn't bad.
Yeah,
but some of the people that I see are like in their 40s.
Oh.
I didn't include them because I'm like, they're not even an option. Like, no way.
The next one isn't an option.
But I see him all the time, which is Thomas Doherty.
No.
I don't see him at all.
No.
But I wanted to include it.
Clear blue eyes, first of all. No.
Doesn't he have, like, blue eyes?
No, it's violet.
Oh, yeah. It would be easy to put contacts in him, though, because his eyes are so light.
No.
That violet would show up so
his
clearly.
His hair is an automatic no.
Yeah, I think that's what gets me. I think his hair...
His hairline.
Yeah, his hair does not look... Maybe hair and makeup could fix it, though. I don't know. But I see him all the time on TikTok. I don't agree. I don't agree.
And, like, I think what he's in and, like, what he does now is
I will say,
fine for him.
Okay, so he had a small role in Legacies.
Did he really?
Yes. Which, oh my god, I could get into it. That role was...
but we're talking about...
Yeah, I know. But, yeah, his role made me angry in that show. One of the reasons why I stopped watching. But, his hair in that looked pretty good. And at that point, I was like, maybe I could see him as Rhys. But everything else that I've seen him in, I just don't see it. So, I'm going to have to say no to Thomas Doherty. Great actor, but just not Rhysand. Do we want to move on to Cassian then? There's only one person that I have listed because this is the only person that I could see.
No. Cassian's not in his 30s.
When I say I can see, I mean TikTok. This is the only person I saw as an option on TikTok. I literally watched dozens of videos, and this was like the main person. And that's Can Yaman. I don't know if I'm saying that right. He's a Turkish actor, which again, I think this kind of eliminates him because most likely the show's going to be English. And if he speaks English and can do an English accent, not an English like British accent, like an American accent. Because I'm guessing.
I don't think it's American accent.
I think they're gonna have the Bat Boys as maybe English, but I feel like the Archeron sisters should be American.
Well, can you not do an accent?
No, I probably could if I had a dialect coach.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it for me. I just
I would need it.
I want a fantasy series where they're not British. For the love of God, please.
Yeah, but did you see where their map is?
But the map is completely fake.
I know, but what is it based on? What does it look like?
It does kind of look like England.
It is.
But, like, I don't know. I feel like it could be nice to have, like, the Fae that were always Fae, like the old Fae, be British. And then, like, the humans are American. Because also, like, British sounds so regal, and I feel like that would be a good distinction, because, like, the Fae are, like, flawless.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to this dude.
No.
I get the idea.
I get it. Cass has long hair.
Yes. But I just think realistically, he wouldn't be cast.
He looks a little too old, and with reason.
But, like, he has the build that I picture. He has a long hair. I'm going to guess Cassian probably has a beard. I don't remember if it says he does or not. I feel like he does. I feel like it makes sense. I feel like most people with really long hair usually have beards too. Let's be so for real right now.
Yeah.
But I think he has all
the aspects that Cass needs.
But it just doesn't, something's not connecting for me. But he was the only person that I could find. There were a few other people,
you could find for Az?
Yes. Because everybody is set on him. And he's
Matthew?
Yes. Matthew Daddario. I love Matthew Daddario. I watched Shadowhunters. Loved him in that.
He's so cutie. He's so baby girl.
He seems so funny in his interviews.
But
I do not see him as Az.
Azriel? No way. No way. First of all, love him. His build's a little bit too not Bat Boy.
Do you want him to be more muscular?
Yeah.
I disagree.
Really?
Because he's supposed to slink into the shadows. He's got to be
but
lean cuisine.
Not super
he's stealthy.
lean. Not super lean.
He's stealthy.
He's not as big as Cass, but like.
Yeah, but I think this is. Like, I think this is what build wise I would see.
Rhys and Az kind of have the same build.
Yes, and I see them both as lean cuisines.
Not lean cuisines. Jesus Christ!
I see them both lean,
and a little bit more meat. A little bit.
Specifically, I think I would. Rhys is like middle ground between them. I could see middle ground, but I think Az is definitely lean because stealthy is always better if you're lean. It works better if you're lean to be stealthy. And he's the shadow singer. He's stealthy.
He has magic, girl.
Yeah, but also he's like shy dude. I don't know.
Oh, he's such a broody king.
He's so shy. Overall, I don't think Matthew Daddario. There's something missing. I also think. I don't know if I agree with the age. He's 36.
No.
I think he's a little bit too.
I think 30 should be the cap.
Yeah. Maybe push it 31, 32, but
I think 30.
They gotta look young for their age then. But just I don't see it. And I need to speak with someone who does. Because I need them to fight their case. Because I love him, but like...
Yeah, guys, if you agree with any of them, fight your case in the comments.
Yeah, if you agree, disagree, let us know in the comments. Tell us all your thoughts. This isn't
we would love to know.
Yeah, we want to hear you guys. This isn't all just us.
Because honestly, I wouldn't even know who to fan cast.
Yeah, that's why I did all the research.
Right. I was also doing my hair for
Mhm.
y'all. Y'all
Yeah.
sexy people. I
Mhm.
decided to do my hair just for you.
That was the last slide that I had, but I did also have for Amarantha. I saw somebody say Jessica Chastain.
Oh.
I don't think they realistically get Jessica Chastain.
No, they're not gonna get
She's
her.
not a TV actress, and I want this as a TV series. If they're gonna adapt it, it's got to be a TV series.
No.
But I think she's a little
But
bit too far out of the league. But I do think she could play it.
Me too.
I think she'd kill the role.
She would
So
eat
I
it.
had to include her.
She would.
But it
No,
never would
no.
happen.
Well, have you seen the conspiracy theories that Amarantha was Tamlin's mate?
No.
Yeah. Which is why he like went mad.
I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't know. That kind of make Oh, wait! I didn't say who my Tamlin fan cast was. I had Luke Eisner,
Oh.
who's the guy from Tall Guy,
Yeah.
like the Swedish dude.
I've seen
And
that. But
he's on
too
TikTok.
skinny.
Or his girlfriend's on TikTok.
He's too skinny.
No, but I think it would be so.
No, he's way too skinny.
I think he could play
He
Tamlin.
needs to build. My Tamlin is Chris Hemsworth.
I don't see Tamlin as
I don't know.
beefy.
I see him as
I
beefy.
don't see Chris Hemsworth. I disagree, Naomi. I disagree.
And that's what we were talking about
He's
earlier
too
today.
beefcake. Tamlin's not beefcake.
He turned into a freaking beast, bro.
I don't see him as beefcake though.
I don't see him as a twig.
He seems also too old.
Yeah, but like someone like him. That's what I see as Tamlin.
No, I disagree.
Thor-esque, for
no,
sure.
I
Yes.
disagree.
Well,
I disagree.
This is where
I
we're gonna
disagree. But you know what this made me think of then?
What?
Dancing Tamlin. If anybody's on TikTok and is on ACOTAR TikTok, you will know immediately who I'm talking about when I say Dancing Tamlin. It was a huge thing on TikTok, and it had me rolling for hours. I remember watching the original video. I don't even know how many times. Max 50 probably. I've just kept it replaying, and I was just having the best time of my life. I sent it to everyone I knew. Amazing. Whoever clipped that man dancing and put him in the scenery of ACOTAR, genius. You're a genius. Anyways, what are you... She's playing the Dancing Tamlin. Have you seen these? Okay, I must have showed you at some point, right? Have I not showed you?
No.
Did they show up on yours?
Yeah.
Wait, had you read it when that happened?
No.
So you watch those blind with
Mhm.
no context because some of those have like captions.
Well,
Like,
no, like I
like
read the
him
captions,
like playing
but...
the fiddle. Like, oh my god! But I had to bring that up. It's one of my
Alright.
favorite ACOTAR memes of all time. I love it. That, and then there's some person dancing in this weird like skeletal costume, and the ACOTAR community has claimed it as the surreal. And I also find that hilarious. Oh, there's also a video, and I had to have shared this with you because I laughed my booty off at this video. It's the, oh my god, what is their name? Stern. It's these boys that are triplets. They're like famous on TikTok. Do you know what I mean? You know who I'm talking about?
Wait, I know.
You know who I'm talking about, right? Though there's a clip that somebody took from one of their like YouTube videos of them like sitting in the car, and they made it Cassian, Az, and Reese, and it's the funniest video. I laugh at it every time I watch it because it's like it's them. Basically, the context of what the person that's a fan of ACOTAR made it is that like the Bat Boys are watching Tamlin pass, and they're like all like, lock the door, lock the door. Should we go home? Should we go home? And it's so funny. I literally love it.
I do love all the TikTok memes about ACOTAR though. They make me
so
giggle.
funny. ACOTAR, the
Join the
community
club.
is
Join the
so
club.
funny. They're so talented
They are.
in like the strangest way, but like in the funniest way.
Oh, it's amazing.
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 Fantastic.
So, should we talk
Delicious.
about the failed adaptation and like the
I think it's
news
time.
on that?
Yeah, I think it's time.
Yeah.
So, if you didn't know, Hulu had the rights to make ACOTAR.
They still have the rights.
They still have the rights. But I don't know if it's 100% confirmed that they're not doing it, but like, it's rumored that it's been shut down, that it's not going to happen. Personally, I am all for that. I'm okay with Hulu not adapting it. I'm not.
I don't think Hulu would be able
Yes.
to adapt it.
You see, I want a adaptation, 100%, but I don't want it through Hulu. Like I like Hulu. I just don't think that there's a show that they've done that I can compare ACOTAR to. Like I don't know if they have
I mean, they've had
the means to
development
make
rights
it.
since 2017.
Yeah. But I feel like I was seeing articles that like it's probably not going to happen. But personally, it shouldn't have been Hulu. I've been seeing a lot of people on TikTok, and I want to hear your thoughts, that it should be an animated series. What are your thoughts?
It can be made animated. I would like to see it in person, though. I would like a live action.
That's where I stand. I understand that it would probably be 10 times easier for it to be animated because you don't have to worry about CGI and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe it's just I'm biased.
Oh my God. It says it. So I'm on this website called Illuminate Film and
Mhm.
Television.
Yeah.
And it gives you almost every insight to whatever project you want to look up.
Mhm.
And it says that the production status is terminated.
I shouldn't be like gasping of joy,
Like-
but like I did.
Yeah. But what they were working on was a 60-minute pilot.
Oh. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. It should be a TV show. It should not be a movie.
Yeah, no. It's with 20th Television.
Okay, they could
But
have adapted it.
the distributor is Hulu.
Mm. Okay, so maybe it could have worked out.
It could have, but I still don't think the distributor being Hulu should be that streaming platform. I
Yeah.
mean, Disney now owns Hulu.
Yeah.
So now it'll be Disney.
Yeah.
But I don't think Disney would keep A Court of Thorns and Roses.
Mm-mm.
But they still have the rights.
Yeah. Well, it will be a few years till.
Well, did
Rights
they
get
auction
sold.
the rights,
I
or
don't.
did they buy the rights
I don't know.
out hand?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that technical stuff. I'm just the actor. But
My film brain going
yeah.
on.
But I don't know what I was saying. To be so completely honest, I've lost my train of thought. I think I was saying how I don't necessarily want it in an animation. I'm okay if it happens. And I get that it would probably be easier. But I think I'm biased. I don't love animated television series.
Mhm.
The only animated series that I've watched recently and really enjoyed was Arcane and Vox Machina. And I like those, but I just personally I would like it in live action. And also I'm biased in the fact that I want to be in it. If I can't be in it, I want to write for it.
Yeah. I mean, you can still voice it.
I'm not a
You're not a voice actress.
I'm not a voice actress. I would do it. I would
Oh,
learn.
Tie my hands. I
I
would
would
do it.
learn. But I have no training in voice acting.
Then start.
I might soon.
Yeah.
Because I think that's part of, I think, my commercials and comedy class. We might do some of that.
They
but
do
yeah.
have a film one, though.
They
They have
do-
a film and a TV version.
It should be TV.
Mhm.
If it's film, I don't want it.
The film one is with Constantine Film and Tempo Productions.
But has that been terminated?
It says that the production status is in development, but it was last modified in 2018, so I
Oh,
don't
no.
believe so.
It's over. She's over. But I do still want to see an adaptation. And if we did see an adaptation, what would we want? Because I know, streaming service wise.
I know streaming service where I want it. I want it on
Max.
Prime.
Oh. Okay, I had Amazon as my second one.
Prime is my first because of Power.
Rings of Power. Yep.
Mhm. Yeah, no, I think they did Rings of Power beautifully. I think they need all of those elements that they had, and Amazon has the money.
Yeah.
They have the money for
Yeah.
that kind of production. And Rings of Power, they were almost hour episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Even I think one of them went over.
Yeah. I don't know.
I watched. It was
But I
so
do trust. I do trust them because of that show.
good. Mhm.
Like I think they have examples that they could do it. I say Max just because HBO did Game of Thrones,
Mm.
and like Game of Thrones like is a great example of like if they can do it or not.
Did
And-
Max do the spinoff of Game of Thrones?
Yes. So I think both of those are great options. I think they're way better than Hulu.
Ugh.
By the way, Hulu, you ever want to hire me, I do like you. I just don't have proof that you could handle a series like this currently. But maybe you can prove me wrong. But yeah, I think Max and Amazon are my top.
I want it on
Streaming.
Prime. I want Amazon MGM Studios to be the studio.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, question. I don't know if this is completely just me. What time period do you think, like, these books take place? Because I've always visualized it as medieval time.
Really?
Yes.
Medieval time?
Yes. Like,
Not
like
me.
you know, like the stereotypical medieval like houses with it's like brown and white and they got like the little crisscross.
Mm-hmm. I just
Like that's how I imagine Feyre's like
I
village
see it
being
in
filled
two
of.
ways.
Yeah.
I see it as if they try to put it in today's society, Feyre's living in poverty. But I don't see medieval
fantasy.
times.
I don't think it would like look like our time.
I see it like a world created like Lord of the Rings, like Rings of Power.
When I say medieval times though, I really specifically mean it for like when Feyre's in her village.
Oh, okay.
Like in her village. Because once you get to the courts, I feel like I almost imagine like more of a Regency type look, like big mansions, big like
Sorry.
big like what are the words? Columns, like columned houses. What is it called? Colonial, big fancy mansions, almost kind of like the houses in like Bridgerton.
Mm-hmm.
I see more of like a Regency period for the Fae, but like human world, medieval.
I see.
But I also just always kind of default fantasy to medieval when like they don't describe it enough for me to picture something very specific. And I don't know, I feel like the way that they described her village, and I may be completely wrong, because again, I read these books. I read the first book early 2022. Literally January.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the way that it was described screamed medieval to me. But I just
maybe.
like there's no proof of it. I've ran with it.
I really just thought of it as it's in its own world.
Yeah. I just like I can't
because
do
there's
like
a
its
lot
own
of different...
world. I need to like relate it to something and then like maybe merge it with other things, but I need like to have reference points.
Because there's other worlds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, is it Amrin? Armin?
Oh yes, I think it's Amrin.
Amrin.
Amrin?
Amrin is not from there.
Yeah.
And some of the beasts and creatures aren't from there either.
Yeah.
They were unleashed onto that world.
Yeah.
So
I feel like they might use some influence of medieval.
Maybe
Some influence from Regency.
I think if they go with Max, it'll probably look more like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
If they use Amazon, maybe they'll go in like their own world building kind of thing.
Also, while I was driving here, I put on like an ACOTAR themed playlist that I found on Spotify, as one does, you know.
Right. Do you see modern day songs in there, or its own original score?
So this is what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Well, one, the scoring should be original. They should have somebody score the entire thing because oh my god, this is passion here.
Like they did with Percy Jackson.
Yes, because
with Rings of Power.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is like one of my biggest pet peeves. I hate when shows just use a bunch of modern music to fill the silence. Write a score. Write a score that's specific for your show and has a distinctive sound that if anybody ever hears those like chords, they're going to think of your show. Because let's be honest, Harry Potter has one of the most notable scores. Same thing with Star Wars. You hear a few chords of that and you know what it's for.
La La Land?
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
The score for La La Land. Oh my god.
But like, if you have a good score, and it's distinctive to the series that you like wrote it for, it does wonders for that series. And so yes, I think that they should have a score. I think they had some like instrumental music on this playlist that I was listening to on Spotify, and a lot of them were like Celtic. Like instrumental. I think that they should play into that. Use like a little bit of influence, not obviously do full like Celtic scoring, but do like take inspiration from it. Have like a fiddle in there. Like, you know, let Tamlin have his moment, if you will. But
100%.
I feel like they should have that influence because for some reason that just fit the vibe to me. But maybe that's also like for some reason Celtic and medieval like really go together in my mind. But yeah, for music, I would love to see people write music for this show. Like get artists to write stuff like how they do with movies because they don't do that with TV.
This needs a whole production.
But I think it would be cool to see people write. And some of the people that I would love to write a song, and I don't know if you'll know one of these, Hosier.
Okay.
I think Hosier could write a song for it. I think you could use some of his already done music in this show.
I think
you
could
find
make
a place.
Great song
But,
for Feyre
yeah,
going into the spring
I think
court.
he could write something fantastic. I have Ruelle. Do you know who she is? She's very cinematic in her music. And I think she could write like a good like song for like maybe a war scene or like a battle scene.
But would we want like songs during that?
I don't
just
know.
A score.
But if they do, I would love to see her write something for.
Okay.
I also had Flurry, which I don't think you know, but she's very similar in vibe to Ruelle. Very cinematic. Very like I don't know. When I hear their music, I think fantasy. So I feel like those would be my top 3 picks of like people that could write a song for the series. But what are your thoughts on scoring, music, all that?
I do think that it needs its own scoring. I think it needs to not be rushed.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think I see like songs until the end credits.
Yeah.
To kind of leave you off with a pondering for the next episode. I also don't think episodes should all just be dropped. I think they should be aired out weekly.
Yes.
Oh my god.
100%. Anybody who hates when things are like dropped every week, go touch some grass.
There's so much to do.
Like respectfully go touch some grass.
Literally touch the grass.
Because
pick out some flowers.
Were you not around when like it was
cable, on TV?
It was cable and you had to wait every single week for a new episode? Like did you not have to do that? Were you privileged enough to have been born after that? But also marketing wise, it's so much better to release it like in a longer period of time because that has people talking about it for longer. Yeah, that's the tea. Anyways, so you wouldn't do like lyric type music, like music with lyrics?
I don't think so.
I think
maybe if they get into the romantic scenes, tastefully. But like, I don't want it to be every song.
No, I don't want it to be like season 1 Summer I Turned Pretty. Like, love it for that show. Wasn't my favorite aspect of the first season.
It's so fun being able to sing along, but it's also so
it was just
different.
Too much. I wanted more scoring. I wanted more silence in that show.
Okay, yeah, but like
bathe in it.
Now that it's already established that they use secular music from our time.
Now it's a part of it, but when it first came out, I was like, use some scoring.
Yeah.
I would love a little bit more scoring, a little bit more silence. Sit in the silence.
Oh yeah.
Like let it linger. It says so much. But I definitely don't want this to have that. Like I don't want like a whole playlist, but like tastefully. Like maybe have a certain number for each season, like a small number for each season of like these episodes are going to have a song. Because also that will make that song so distinctive to that series. If there's only a few, people are going to remember it.
Yeah.
But like I feel like for the most part TV doesn't, maybe nowadays, but like a lot of the TV that like I listen to, I feel like it wasn't flooded with like modern music or anything. It was done. It was tastefully done. Like Stranger Things. For the most part,
I haven't seen anything but the first episode of Stranger Things.
Oh, I keep forgetting. We need to watch it because I'm gonna refer to it so much in these.
I literally haven't been able to get into it.
Okay, they have a very distinctive scoring. Like it's very synth based.
Okay.
Obviously, it's the 80s.
Yeah. Obviously.
They use some 80s songs though. but it's very tastefully done. Like, it's perfect moments that they use 80s songs. And I feel like that's kind of what I mean. Like, it needs to be done tastefully. It shouldn't just be like, oh, they're about to kiss. Let's play some modern music right now.
No.
Like, have a scoring.
yeah.
Have a scoring that imitates what the actors are, like, trying to portray. Like, that, like, the anticipation or, like, the hopefulness. I don't know.
I really am going to stick with the songs without, like, no words until the end credits. Because Percy
They
Jackson
don't really
doesn't
do that, though, for TV. They don't have, like, songs with words in the credits. It's usually scoring.
I literally hate that. But, I don't know. I just want something to keep the viewer there to see the crew that worked on it. Like, that's just me being a film person.
Yeah.
Because if it's, like, an original song for each end credit.
Yeah, that could be really fun. I definitely think that, like, if they do have lyric music, it should be written for it. I think that there could be songs that have already been written that could be used, but I'd much prefer it to be something new.
I want everything to be new for this series.
Yeah. New actors, new music, new scoring.
Yeah.
Everything.
Ugh. I love ACOTAR.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's such a good series. I need to reread it. So then I can refresh my memory.
Actually,
but
no.
First I need to finish the book that I'm currently reading, so then we can buddy read the book that we want to read.
Yes, and start Throne of Glass.
Yeah, we need to read Throne of Glass. That is probably our next, because that's a long series.
Probably it is our next.
We're gonna get attached.
Yeah. And there's books that we have to tandem read.
Yeah.
I'm about to buy the Kindle one that has the book already tandem together.
There's already one?
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I have a little checklist.
Oh, well then if you give me that checklist, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, I think that's the end of our episode.
Oh my
God, I can't believe we just talked about ACOTAR for that long. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
If you have any thoughts and opinions that you'd like to add to our conversation, please leave them in the comments. Check out our Instagram, our TikTok, our Twitter, though we're not very active on Twitter.
That is a lie.
Wait.
I tweet.
Oh, are you tweeting?
I tweet.
Guys, I don't use Twitter. Twitter's not on my phone, so
I tweet
if you
off
see
of
tweets,
there sometimes.
it's Naomi.
Sometimes, usually whenever I'm working on it, and remember we have a Twitter.
Yeah.
We really need a social media manager.
Yes. But yeah, check out all our social media. Leave us your dumb moments of the week.
Yeah, and on Spotify, there's a question and answer section that you could use, and there's a fun little poll that goes on with every episode that lasts for the week that it comes out.
Fancy,
so,
yeah. Interact. Please.
Interact with us, please.
Support us, please. Please, guys. Please. We love you.
We love you.
We love you.
Forever and always.
Forever and always. See you later.
Bye.